What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stevie the Black. It's STEVEE the Black. I'm back, and I'm here to give you my night WrestleMania Saturday or WrestleMania Night One, whatever one you want to call it. I'm here to give you my review. Man, my glasses are dirty. You know, bear with me while I clean them. When I went to sleep last night, I gave WrestleMania Saturday a B, right? I gave it a B. But you see, I don't know if I was tired. I don't know if it's because I was drunk. I don't know if it's because I got no sense. And keep in mind, I don't even drink. But maybe I was just losing my mind, right? But I woke up this morning and I said to myself, you know what? WrestleMania was not a B. WrestleMania Saturday was an A. It was an A. Last night was amazing. There was not a bad match. Now, were some matches greater or better than others? Absolutely. But there was not a bad match on this show, right? And so, as I said, this show I graded an A. It was phenomenal. I'm gonna try my best to break it down for you as much as I possibly can, but what I say can do no justice. You just have to go watch it for yourselves. All right, so WrestleMania kicked off with John Cena. As we all know, John Cena taking on Austin Theory for the United States Championship. This was a fine match. It was fine. It wasn't bad. It wasn't horrible. It was just fine. It was just a borderline. It's what you would call a Monday Night Raw match, right? Like, essentially, that's what it was. They didn't do anything too special. They didn't do anything too crazy. I have to assume that's because Cena's like, hey, I can't risk injury. You know, I got stuff to do after this. You know, and a lot of people thought John Cena was going to win and he was going to have a U.S. Open challenge and then he was going to lose on night 2 or on Raw. But I stuck to my guns. I said, nah, that doesn't make any sense. John Cena isn't advertised for anything after Mania. So, it's always a point that it could be a surprise. But I said Austin Theory should win. It makes the most sense. And that's what he did. He won. You know, like I said, it was a fine match. You know, it wasn't horrible. It was fine. It was a Monday Night Raw match. You know, Theory was biting Cena. I ain't never seen anything like that. Biting Cena on the ear. I think at one point when he had him in the STF, he bit him on his hand. It's like Theory's biting him. You know, Theory controlled most of the match. Cena didn't even get a chance to get in an AA. I thought, what, that was mind blowing to me. Like, man, Cena always finds a way to get the AA in, but nope, not tonight. There was a point though where there was a rough bump. John Cena puts Austin Theory back in the STF. Theory taps out, but of course the ref didn't see it. Cena tries to get the ref up. Low blow by Austin Theory. Hits the A-Town down. 1, 2, 3. Austin Theory retains and is still the United States champion. Like I said, it was fine. You know, I gotta commend John Cena because from all the time, ever since John Cena has gone on to Hollywood, John Cena's lost practically about every match he done had since. All he's been doing is putting over people, and I'm so not used to it. It's just wow, man. It's crazy. You know, even during the match there was "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks" chants, but at this point it's just all in good fun. Everyone loves John Cena. It's great. It's amazing. The match was good. Next up, we had the men's WrestleMania showcase match between the Street Profits, Alpha Academy, Ricochet and Strowman, and the Viking Raiders. I had picked the Viking Raiders to win this match, but it was the Street Profits. I think going into this match, the guys in the match were like, you know what? this match, the fans are like, man, this match probably doesn't mean anything. It's a joke. So let's go out there and let's put on a show and something for them to be remembered. And that's exactly what they did. They went out there and they had a heck of a match. I mean, at one point, everybody's trying to get on the top rope to do a frog splash or a leapfrog or whatever. And everyone's just countering it. Like, it got to the point that Strowman got up on top rope, bro, and he jumped on top of it. It was either Ivar or Eric. I don't know which one, but, bro, I was like, Strowman! You know, Chad Gable was able to get a rolling German suplex on Strowman. Phenomenal. You know, what else? Let's see. I'm trying to think. Ricochet with a 450 splash in the air, bro. Twist, man. Oh, man, it was beautiful. Strowman was doing the Strowman Express, running around the ring, and Dawkins knocked him out. And, oh, man, it was a great match showcase. They went out there, man. They did their thing. High flying. It was an incredible match. The Street Profits, how it ended. The Street Profits ended up winning the match. How it ended was what was it? It was Dawkins. He was laying on the mat. Ricochet does his 360 or 450 splash. Dawkins gets the knees up. Where's it forward? Whatever. He gets the knees up. He hits him. He holds him and allows Montez Ford to frog splash on top of him while he's onto Dawkins' knees, and then they get the cover. 1, 2, 3. Phenomenal, great match. I know exactly what they were thinking. Like I said, they knew the fans did not care about this match, so they said, you know what? Let's go out there. Let's give them something to remember, and that's exactly what they did. Let's see what was next. Next up, I believe it was Seth Rollins taking on Logan Paul in a match. As we all know, this was Logan Paul's last night on his contract. So I have no clue or not if he has resigned. He's not my favorite person in the world, but you cannot deny this guy looks excellent in the ring. He does. And you knew him going into a match with Seth Rollins, they were going to put on a good match, and that's exactly what they did. You know, Logan Paul, he came to the ring on like a zip line, and the whole time I'm just like, please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall. You know, luckily he was good. He was good. Then for Seth's entrance, he had like a choir director or an opera director, whatever, and you know he's going like this, whoa, whoa, directing the crowd. Oh, I forgot to mention that a Prime Energy Drink mascot came out with Logan Paul, so keep that in mind. Anyway, they have their match. I think during the early part of this match, Logan Paul was actually dominating. So, you know, not shocking. Actually, you know, a little bit shocking because, you know, Seth being the architect and all that stuff like that. It gets to a point where Seth's got Logan dead to rights, and then the Prime Energy Drink pulls him out of the ring. Now, mind you, I thought that was in the suit. I thought that was Jake Paul. I thought that was Jake Paul in the costume, but no, it turns out it was KSI. They set Rollins up on the announce table. Paul goes onto the top rope. He's distracted. He's drinking the Prime Energy Drink, showing off. And as he jumps off, Seth gets out the way, puts KSI in the way, and Logan Paul, boom, the body slams him right through. He brings Paul back into the ring, hits a pedigree, but a kick out. Oh, man, that was an incredible sequence. I loved every second of it. I'm trying to think what else happened in the match. Logan Paul hits a GTS. That was pretty cool. Then he does hit the right hand, but because earlier in the match Seth has curb stomped his hand, he wasn't able to get the cover right away. So that happened. Let's see. Then he sets up Seth in the corner for a coast to coast. Seth super kicks him, hits the stomp. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins is your winner. Phenomenal match so far. Match of the night for me. Great match. We knew that they were going to put on. Oh, I can't speak for everyone, but I knew they were going to put on a great match. Seth Rollins, Logan Paul, great stuff. Actually, if you didn't know, this was Seth Rollins' first win at Mania, I think, since WrestleMania 35, because he lost at 36, he lost 37, he lost last year. So this was his first win at Mania in a while. Kudos, congratulations, Seth Rollins. Let's see what else we had next. We had the 6-woman tag team match of Lita, Trish, and Becky Lynch taking on Damage Control. Now, I have to be honest with you. When I first watched this match, I was thinking, man, this match is match kind of sloppy. They were messing up a lot. Even Corey Graves and Michael Cole on commentary were messing up quite a bit. And it was messy. It was messy. And so I was like, this is not a very good match. But like I said, yesterday I was on some stuff. Today I wake up and I said, you know what? Just thinking about the match, thinking about everybody in it, I was like, it was fine. I still think this was probably the weakest match on the card, but it was a fine match for what it was. Like, yeah, there were moments where it was kind of awkward and some people were late and stuff like that, but that stuff happens in wrestling, especially when it's part-timers and legends who aren't wrestling on that scale. Like, I know I do this in the back of my hand, bro. It's good. But there's a reason why it's called ring rust. Like, you ain't doing this. Like, so I get it. I still think it was the weakest match on the card, but it was fine for what it was. It match ends with Bayley trying to give Becky the Bayley to Betty off the second rope, but it turns into a manhandle slam for the pin. So, I mean, there's not really much I can say about this match, like I said, but it was fine. It was fine. It was fine. Next up, we had Rey Mysterio versus Dominic. So, I was texting my friend Addie, who you all know, and I was like, wouldn't it be cool if Dominic came out in a lowrider with Eddie Guerrero's music? I said that because Dominic kept saying, I wish Eddie was my father, all that stuff like that. So, what if that was his way of doing that, right? I said that would be pretty cool. Plus, that would get nuclear heat for this guy, right? But instead, he comes out in like a police escort, which was cool. It kind of reminded me of Goldberg's entrance a little bit, when they knock on his door and they escort him out to the ring and all that stuff. But he even came out wearing the Rey Mysterio mask, so that was cool. He looked good in it, actually. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so they did that. And then Rey comes out. He's in Snoop Dogg in his lowrider. They come out and they use Eddie Guerrero's theme song. I was like, wow, bro, I totally had it backwards. Totally had it backwards with this. But it's okay. That was Eddie's bullet. That was Rey's bullet. You know what I'm trying to say. So, they get in the ring. This is all storytelling. Like, follow me here. This is storytelling. A lot happened. A lot of pushing and shoving. I thought Rey was still going to be hesitant to fight Dominic, but no, that man it was full on fledged on. Nah, we doing this, So that was great, but I mean, so many spots. I mean, at one point Dominic kept going back out to the outside to mess with his mom and his sister. He throws a drink in his sister's face. She tries to get in there and fight him. Then he goes back out there, does it again. His mom slaps him in the face. At one point, Dominic is sitting in the corner. Like, he tries to hit Rey, but he's, that spot where they hit their shoulder or whatever on the ring post. Rey takes out his belt. Starts beating that man in the corner with his belt. Oh, man, it was funny, bro. I was like, no, this man brought out his belt. Oh, man, it was funny. It was hilarious. At one point, though, Judgment Day does come out trying to help Dominic, excuse me. And then that's when the LWO comes out, recently falling back on SmackDown. They help out Rey. Uh, while everyone's distracted, Dominic gets his chain. He's about to hit Ray with it. But Bad Bunny, who was doing commentary, comes in. He stops him. He takes the chain away. Ray hits the 619. 1, 2, 3. Rey Mysterio wins. Beats his son Dominic at WrestleMania. This was another shocking one. I thought Dominic was going to win. But because I thought, Ray had his moment last night at the Hall of Fame. They're going to give the win to Dominic. But no, they went the other way around. It's fine. The feud's not over yet. I can only assume, that, what do you call it? They're having a rematch at Backlash, which is going to be in Puerto Rico. Bad Bunny is the host, so I assume because he got involved tonight, he'll probably get involved there too. So it's not over yet. But great match, great story, good match, great storytelling, all phenomenal, great stuff. Next, Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley. Best match of the night. Best match of the night. These two women went out there and they did their thing. There is nothing I could say that will do justice to this match. You need to go watch this match yourself. Matter of fact, you need to go watch this whole show. But specifically, you need to watch this match. We know the great match they had at Money in the Bank, what was it, last year or 2 years ago? We know the great match they had at WrestleMania a couple years ago. This match was better than both those matches. I guarantee you, because this match was rumored to be closing out night one. I guarantee you, when Triple H told them, nah, y'all not going out last. They say, okay, we ain't going out last? All right. We going to go out there. We going to put on the best match of the night. We going to make them wish they put us in the main event. And that's exactly what they did. These two women went out there and did their thing, man. It was incredible. It was awesome. I can't count how many times Charlotte hit face first in the mat. Like, it was like, dang, bro. It was hard to watch sometimes. But you could tell Rhea was studying her, because every time Charlotte tried to put in the figure 4 and the figure 8, Rhea would always counter. And even when she got in the figure 4, she was able to get to the ropes, right? So the match ends. They're both at the top, on the top belt, on the top rope. Rhea puts Charlotte face first again into the steel post. Then hits the riptide from the second rope to pin her 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. Rhea Ripley is your new SmackDown Women's Champion. Everybody was standing up on their feet. It was a great night, great match. That is how you show them we're not the main event. This is how we're going to put on the best match of the night, and that's exactly what they did. Before I get to the next segment, I want to circle back to Dominic and Ray for a second, because I forgot to say this. Michael Cole. Michael Cole is phenomenal when it comes to segments involving Dominic and Ray. That man is so... I can't count how many times he and Corey were talking and we're like, how can you condone this? How can you agree with this? And Corey's like, I'm not condoning it. I'm simply saying I understand Dominic's point of view. Calm down, Cole. It was funny. It was great. I loved it. Those two, Cole especially, does a phenomenal job whenever Dominic's out in the ring. Phenomenal. He adds an element to that story. Next, we had Snoop and Miz come out, tell us the WrestleMania attendance record. Miz says that, he put out an open challenge online, but nobody accepted. That's when Pat McAfee comes back. He's like, hey, you didn't put it out, but since I'm here, you're here, let's have a match. So they have a quick little 5-minute match. George Kittle was there. That sore loser of the San Francisco 49ers. I don't like the 49ers. They get on my nerves. That's a whole other thing. We're not talking about football. Okay, I take it back. I don't mind George Kittle. It's just the 49ers in general. All they did was whine and complain. But I'm done with that. We're not talking about football. We're talking about WrestleMania. Anyway, it got to the point where George Kittle came out, attacked The Miz, helped Pat McAfee win his match. It's funny, too, because when he came out, I was thinking, hey, remember when the security guard tried to stop Gronk from coming out because she didn't know better? Yeah, they made sure that didn't happen again, so that was good. Yeah, it was fine. You know, it was a little breather, you know, after that great Charlotte and Rhea match. It was a breather. You needed it. The crowd needed to calm down a little bit. But then, we get to the main event. Main event Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso. The Usos taking on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. This match was emotional. Let me tell you something. This match was emotional. Just like I can't tell you how many times they super kicked Sami Zayn. And a whole time I'm sitting there watching this, I'm like, bro, please tell me they're not finna win. Please tell me the Usos not finna win, bro. They cannot win. They cannot win. That's not how this story ends. I mean, every time they had the Kevin Owens or Sami, they had a little bit of offense. The Usos would snuff it out. They would hit move after move. Sami kicks out the 1D. Nobody kicks out the 1D. The Usos hit the double Us on Kevin Owens. He kicks out. It's just like, they put Kevin Owens to a table. It's like, bro, my heart was racing. Every pin. 1, 2, kick out. My heart was doing the same thing during the Charlotte Rhea match, because I don't know. You know, I know Triple H. I don't know if him and Ric Flair are friends anymore. You know, I don't know. But I know he likes his daughter. I know they cool. They should be. I don't know. But regardless, my heart's racing during this match. I'm wondering, oh God, please no. Then Jey Uso hits a Luva kick on Sami Zayn. He's trying to put him away. Sami Zayn won't stay down. He won't stay put. Throws him into the, he throws Jay into the corner. I forgot what the move is called. It's not a buckle bomb. That's Seth's move. He throws him into the back. Well, I'll just say that. I can't remember what the move is called. He throws him into the ropes. He gets more life. He gets new life. He hits a Luva kick number 1. He's looking down at Jay, who's on his knees, and he's like, I'm sorry. I gotta end this. Hits him with Helluva kick number 2. Jimmy tries to come back in. KO hits him with a stunner. One more time. For the glory. For it all. Helluva kick number 3. 1, 2, 3. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens are your Undisputed Tag Team Champions. And I had wished they had showed Roman Reigns watching in the back. I would have loved to see his reaction to not only the Usos losing, but to see Jay take the pin. Oh, man, that would have added so much more to this story. But they didn't. You know, Sami, KO celebrating in the ring. KO back-to-back WrestleMania main events. Last year with Stone Cold. This year with his best friend Sami Zayn. Actually, I saw on Twitter today that this was Kevin Owens' first title in 6 years. His last title was in 2017 when he was United States champion. That was his last title. That's 6 years. That is insane. To be in WWE that long of a time and not win a title. That's crazy, man. But they're Undisputed Tag Team Champions. So the question now remains, will Roman fall tonight? I think he has to now. I mean, I think he has to. It doesn't. I know the 1,000 days is right there. It's right there, but it doesn't make sense for the Usos to lose the title. And actually, it does make sense because Roman could be like, "Screw all that. I'm the head of the table. You're gonna make sure I retain tonight." Or either him says it, Paul Heyman says it, whatever. I can see them saying that. But Cody has got to win. Oh man, I'm gonna be nervous tonight, bro. I'm gonna tell you that for this match that's coming on tonight. But yeah, that was WrestleMania Night 1. Highest of highs. We knew going into the match, into the night, we knew that the Usos were going to lose, that Charlotte was going to lose. Like, this is just proof that predictable does not mean bad. This is proof. If you go out there, you tell an amazing story, you put on a great match, it doesn't matter if the outcome is predictable. You go out there, you do your thing, nobody will care. All they'll care about is, man, that was awesome. And it was. Night 1 was incredibly awesome. Just like last year, how Night 1 was incredibly awesome. Whew! Night 2. Man, y'all got some work to do. Bianca and Asuka. Y'all got a tall task ahead of y'all, boy. Y'all got a tall task ahead of y'all to live up to that Asuka and Charlotte match. Same thing with the women's fatal 4-way tag match. Y'all got, whew. I'm looking at this card right here, bro. We already know Gunther, Drew, and Sheamus, they gonna deliver. We already know that. Edge, Finn. Whew. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make a prediction right here, right now, that Asuka and Asuka and Bianca open up the show. I mean, it could be Lesnar and Omos. It could be Edge and it could be the triple threat match. But we'll see. But those are just my thoughts on Night 1, WrestleMania Saturday. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'll be back tomorrow to review Night 2. And if you're not down with that, just got 2 words for you. Peace out. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.